Did someone lace your weed? Or did you forget we was back with another video? Okay, so this teacher basically ruined her whole career with this one video. Let's get right into it.
Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. As you guys may know, I am the substitute that
Trying to take me down? What do y'all think she even means by that? Like, this kid trying to take me down. That could mean so many things, but then it's like, first it started off as, damn, shorty. And it's just like, what did that mean? I don't know.
was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further content.
Recently, the substitute teacher that exposed herself for being a weirdo has been going on an apology tour after not only losing her substitute teaching job, which
Apology
was
tour,
very much needed, but also
indeed.
losing her main job, turning to making a GoFundMe in order to make ends meet. And honestly, no one feels bad for her at all, especially after the weird comments she was making towards high school students, along with the fact that she was recording people without their consent. But I don't want to yap too much, so why don't we start with the very video that got her fired.
Yeah, I think with content creation, people got to be very careful of like who's in their video, who may appear of it. Like, even I go to the gym, like if you doing content, you know, maybe ask the people around you, like, hey, is it cool if I or like go to that section of the gym where like nobody's really gonna walk behind you. You feel me? So like, people gotta be more conscious. I don't know what she meant by that comment, but when it comes to recording people, it's all about being mindful. I think if everybody was more mindful of their actions, like ask themselves, okay, is this cool? Especially when it comes to this teacher stuff, because you know that's been a hot topic. You know, people has to be informed as well. You know, people take this teacher stuff way seriously. Way seriously. So you got to be extra cautious.
In the first place.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little brothers. Let's get the day rolling. Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
LMAO.
Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound, okay?
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to do this, you have to be the teacher that just records yourself. Maybe you can, you know how she got the people in the background? Oh, that's a teacher? Or is that a student? Like, that's cool. This, cause I'm thinking like, imagine I had my own kid and like I had a teacher and they recording anything and everyone for their content. I would be like, you know, this high school, but imagine like elementary school or middle school. Nah.
It ends. Shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take
We just gonna rewind that.
Shorty. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound, okay then. Shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out.
Damn, shorty, sheesh. It's just like, and mind you, I do content too. So like, I'm replaying the videos that I make. So it's like, you saw the video again and you didn't think, even, let's say that she didn't mean nothing like weird, sexual, or whatever from this. You have to think about other people's point of view and how they might take this. And I can understand somebody seeing this and taking this as, oh, something weird is going on here. Because that was weird. Damn, shawty, sheesh. That sound like a dude trying to pick up a girl at the mall. Like, let's be for real.
Kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young. I look like one of them. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me, I would have been rough and head to toe.
Now, there are honestly several things wrong with this video, from the fact that she's constantly telling us and letting us know that she looks like a student going around recording kids without their consent or their parents' consent, or just walking through the hallway, and she is filming them
Like a
without letting
boundaries.
anybody at any point in time know. A big issue right there, along with the fact that she made a very weird comment about these students while they were having their march or whatever they were doing in the hallway, saying that she was going to get taken down by these kids, and then again telling us that she looks like a kid and implying something very weird that made people believe she was a .pdf. And by people, I mean me and other people in the comment section, because
Like
I
I
don't know what else you're
said,
supposed to infer by watching that video and hearing the things that she is saying. But she got a bunch of
if it wasn't sexual, what do y'all think was the intention behind that comment? Damn, shawty. Sheesh. Yeah, it like the tone, cause it. I can understand like if it came off in an attitude type of way, like damn, shawty, she's like, can I get a break type shit, you know? But like that kind of gave flirtatious.
A
It
backlash to the
gave
point
to
of
me, it gave
tons and tons of
flirtatious.
people
That's
were making
concerning.
videos pointing out the weird stuff that she was doing in that TikTok.
It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you.
No, you're sick, you freaky frog. Don't try to put this on us. The fact that you
For
think
real.
recording was the strangest thing that you did. First off,
That was number one.
you are a teacher, obviously. You recorded people's kids, right? Clearly you're a little stud or whatever, right? So you recorded a group of some girls walking by.
Wait, what her being a stud had to do with this? You recording, yeah, you a little stud. Like, what did that even mean?
You said, Shorty, immediately followed up with these kids trying to take me down. What do you mean by that? I'll tell you exactly what you mean. What you meant was, if these kids try to flirt with me, I might fall for it. Now, if you're one of those people who are trying to stick up for her, let me know.
Yeah, that kind of gave, I'm trying to resist myself. I know that sounded really weird saying that, but like I'm trying to not resist, restrain. I'm trying to restrain myself. Like these kids trying to, that's like, that reminds me of a man that's like in a relationship, but like he still has like a wandering eye. So like he's like, man, these women trying to make me, break my commitment. That's what, to me, that's exactly what it gave. That's really what it gave. Ew. Now I'm kind of disgusted.
She meant by that. These kids trying to take me down after she said, Shorty, tell me what she meant by that, please, because I'm not the smartest person. So I'm a little slow. So explain it to me what the she meant by that. Y'all have to be stopped. Y'all have to be stopped.
Make sure y'all sub.
It wasn't just this video, it was many people's videos calling her out, saying this behavior is weird, wondering why she would post it, wondering why the video was still up, because at the time of a bunch of people calling her out and saying a bunch of these things, the video was still up. The issues were still prevalent in the video with her recording people without their consent, showing off the weird things that she's doing and still having that weird behavior up, and yet nothing was really changing, and there was no real response from her until she decided to finally speak up and say something, and the response was very lackluster and didn't seem like she was taking any real accountability for the issues that happened inside the video.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further content. I'm a content creator. I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you do...
Yeah, but there's limits to it. Like I said, y'all, I do content too. I don't do the outside. Like most of my content in the crib. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. But for the ones who go out in public, like for me, I be on live. Today I was on live and I was in Giant. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's all about being mindful of others, being mindful of how you may appear to others. Doing what you can to accommodate. At the end of the day, you get in your bag. I can respect a bag, but you gotta respect other people too. You feel me?
You create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get. Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time. Aside from the body camera that was already recording, everything else was recorded when I was alone. And as I explained to Lake Cormont when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have.
What the fuck? Like, why do you need somebody to tell you that, though? Imagine I'm using my gas money to take my child to school, and somebody in there thinks it's right to take pictures of my kid. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight?
I truly would have
Oh,
honestly
okay.
recorded myself if I knew it was an issue with recording students. I went on TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I am by far no predator or anything close to it. That is insane for it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth.
The biggest issue we see here,
My thing is, why didn't she say what the intention was behind that whole phrase? Damn, shawty, sheesh. Why didn't she say, like, she addressed everything but that? I mean, she said people are sick, but like, why didn't she clarify what the intent was behind that phrase? That would have gave clarity to this whole thing, and all the allegations would have been dropped. She didn't address it. So to me, that makes me feel that it was predatorial.
is the lack of professionalism. I don't understand why it would be a hard thing to understand that kids, especially without the consent of them or their parents, should not be recorded. That just should be a common sense thing. And then again, with her slang, it is very easy to code switch because you're going to run into issues like this where apparently her slang is being taken out of context or being mischaracterized according to her, and the things that she said were not meant to be taken that way. I don't know how else we're supposed to take them or how else anybody in the school is supposed to take them when you're saying it in this context, in this way, while also filming these kids. It just seems like a pretty odd situation that didn't have to happen in the first place. We just had a little bit more common sense and weren't too focused on making content and more focused on being professional. But she did try again to explain why she said the things that she said when those kids were being filmed in the hallway.
I am a content creator. I am known. The kids knew me. They were supporters of mine. So I say take the kids were going to take me down. It means it's the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support. I'm no different from them. I handle myself more than properly. Do have a fan base. Am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down. All hassling me at once is what I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. Those are kids, so they see me as somebody famous. They were all entouraging me at one time. That's what I meant. I find it sick that you guys would assume that I'd be saying that phrase in any other way. This was a voiceover I added way after I left the school. Again, it was an additional voiceover. It was not recorded. On the videos, it was nothing saying I was cheering the school on. I am truly so sorry that you guys are not familiar with me or my terminology, but I absolutely meant no harm.
This is again where I would say just being professional and understanding when to code switch. And if I'm being honest, taking content way too far when you don't need to. You don't honestly need to be recording all the time. You don't need to be making content about every last thing. Most of her content, if you go to her page, is about her clothing brand or other stuff that's unrelated to even teaching. So it doesn't make sense why you would bring that content to your job. It's cool sometimes to try to record and show people your life, but when you're dealing with things like kids, especially other people's kids, yes.
I don't know. This is what I mean. It's just like, you see how much explanation she has to do now because of that phrase. And I hope she's not fixed minded in the sense like I don't really see how somebody can see how that was sexual. I can 100% see how somebody saw it that way. But it's just like this was a voiceover, so this wasn't even action. So it's just like you heard it again, and even though you understood what you meant, you didn't clarify it for everybody. I mean, she doing it now, but it's just like, this is what I mean. Like, we just gotta be a little bit careful or like be in the description with it. Like, y'all, when I said this, I meant by X, Y, and Z. But still, I don't know. Like, she's saying this is her slang, this is her terminology. So like, and we're the ones who's left in the dark and we not getting it. So I don't know.
It's very weird when you start making comments like this or when you start saying things that can be interpreted in these weird ways.
The content, like y'all don't have to make content anyway.
Our Shelly,
they don't know my slang and da. Why are you talking to children like that anyway? It's media forms parents have to fill out these days. I mean, to give the school permission to record kids for certain things though, like say if the news come to your school, stuff like that. But not a content creator come in and thinking they finna be damn shoddy with my child.
I understand everybody
For
wants to
real.
be a content creator, but we have to understand there's time and there's place. Recording like that on your first day is crazy work. Recording yourself putting your feet up on this teacher's desk is also crazy work. Recording the students, also crazy work. That was your first day and you did too much.
When you work with children, number one,
out the gate with it.
Film them without a parent's consent. They have to sign a form saying that they can get pictures taken and filmed. Number two, professionalism is key. When you're working any type of job, it is a reason that professionalism is a thing, because your slang may not be the same slang as somebody else. Basically saying your slang might get taken the wrong way, like it probably did in this situation. People, I keep saying this, stop recording while you at work. Let me tell you something, bro. If you're a content creator, separate that from your 9 to 5. Separate.
This entire situation just shows more and more why we need better professionalism and why everyone doesn't need to be a content creator, or at least if you're gonna be a content creator, to not be content creating all the time, because this stuff has real life consequences and you will be called a real life weirdo when this stuff blows up. So you might have just thought, hey, this is just a small little video no one's really gonna see. It's gonna get like 2,000, 3,000, maybe 10,000 views. This video has millions of views with other people reposting it, getting millions of views, all seeing that you are a weirdo and all seeing the weird stuff that you are saying, doing, that makes people very uncomfortable and probably won't even want to hire you.
Yeah, even slang aside, it's just you needing an explanation on why you can't be recording people's kids is is kind of beyond me. Like, why do you, and trust, I'm the type of person, certain things, like, why do you need an explanation for that? You know what I mean? Like, why do you need an explanation on why you can't be just recording people's kids all willy-nilly? That's weird. That's like if somebody pull up to the park and they start recording the kids at the park. That's not weird. That's what I'm trying to say.
And again,
Like,
this stuff has real life effects to the point that she posted a more recent video talking about how she lost her main job, not just a substitute teaching job, and is now starting a GoFundMe because of how much this has affected her life.
I wasn't supposed to be a substitute teacher, and I'm gonna take that for what it is. I have 1,000 gifts, man. So that's what I need to focus on. I did start a GoFundMe, but I really didn't want to start a GoFundMe because I really don't want the free money. So I would just, man, if you would like to help, because I have lost everything, man, I got a link. I have my clothing brand, man. If you can just buy anything, I hand make all my merch. I'll be working. I have something to do to keep me active since it's gonna be hard for me to find a job. Everybody knows it's everywhere, man. My face is everywhere on every single site. I'm on YouTube. Like, why am I on YouTube? Why are you guys reposting me on YouTube?
The same question I'm wondering. Why is she on YouTube? It's a crazy world we live in. But in all seriousness, the situation just is
I'm
a
putting her on my
very big
YouTube.
example of why when you make content, you don't need to make content everywhere. Why you need to make things very clear so that things can't be interpreted in a weird way like those words definitely are. And why we need a level of professionalism, because if she just talked professionally or just had some decorum to not record students that don't consent to being recorded, then this entire situation wouldn't happen in the first place. And then these wouldn't affect her actual life because she made her actual life content. She just kept the two separate. It quite literally could not affect each.
she fumbled. I don't even know what to say. But, everybody can bounce back. We don't got to be so negative. And yeah, we make mistakes. We human. I mean, that's one of the prices you pay doing content. Your mistake is public. Because she could have said that in her mind, said that to some friends, and it would have been private. Her mistake is public. And these are the consequences. They're on the rise to fame. Greater consequences you have to face, you for me? But at the end of the day, nonetheless, like, I don't know. And it's like, I don't know, it was predatorial though. You know what I mean? Like, I like to play devil's advocate, and I like to put a positive spin. I want to put a positive spin in all my episodes, you feel me? But like, I don't want this person to feel, I don't know, because if it was predatorial, it's kind of really hard to give motivation for that. You know what? I'm trying. But for the viewers, though, hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all keeping a positive mindset and everything. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Like, comment, and subscribe.